All right, let's jump right in. For just a few minutes, I want you to try something. Forget everything, literally everything you've been told about making money. All the stuff about hard work, luck, waiting for that one big break, just set it aside, because we're about to uncover a secret that's been hiding in plain sight. It's a principle from the mystic Neville Goddard, and he claimed it could end your financial struggles for good. And look, that's not just some feel-good motivational slogan. It's a real question. Seriously, what if all that anxiety, the stress, that feeling like you're constantly hitting an invisible wall when it comes to money, what if it could all just stop today? The thing is, the answer isn't out there somewhere. According to Neville, it's been inside you this whole time. You know, most of us are taught to solve our money problems the old way, right? The stuff on the left. Just work harder, get more patient, wait for the economy to get better, or for that promotion to come through. But Neville Goddard, he pointed to a totally different path. He called it the hidden key. And it doesn't rely on anything outside of you. It's all about your inner tools, your inner conversations, your feelings, and yeah, your imagination. And this really gets to the heart of it. The answer isn't in some complicated economic theory or just dumb luck. It's inside you. I mean, think about it. We've all seen it, haven't we? People who work themselves to the bone but never seem to get ahead. And then there are others who just seem to attract wealth effortlessly. What's the real difference? It's not their job. It's not who they know. It's this internal creative power that they're tapping into, whether they even know they're doing it or not. All right, so let's get into the first big piece of this puzzle. We're talking about the power of your words, but, and this is a huge but, it's about when those words are perfectly aligned with your consciousness. Trust me, this goes way, way beyond just positive thinking. And I bet I know what you're thinking right now because we've all been there. But I've tried affirmations. They didn't work, right? You've stood in the mirror, you've said, I am wealthy, and all the while your bank account is practically screaming back, no, you're not. And nothing changes. This is the exact spot where almost everyone gives up. But here's the thing. That's where the real secret actually begins. And here's why. This is a direct quote from Neville Goddard. It's so important. Words without the right consciousness are an empty sound. See, your subconscious mind, or the universe, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't just hear the words. It's not a parrot repeating phrases. It responds to the consciousness, the deep down belief, the feeling that's fueling those words. So Neville had a specific name for this. He called it your state. Think of it like this. Your state is who you are being in the moment you're speaking. It's not about the words you say. The real question is, are you speaking from a state of lack, of wanting something, or are you speaking from a state of already having it? That right there is the whole game. The words are just the car, the state is the driver. And here's the kicker. Your words have actually been prophecies all along. This system has been working perfectly your entire life, just maybe not for the things you wanted. Every time you've muttered, I never have enough money, and you felt that familiar pang of anxiety, that wasn't just a complaint. That was a command, a decree. Your subconscious has been obeying your most emotionally charged words the whole time. It heard the feeling and just said, okay, you got it. Okay, so we've cleared away some of the old, broken beliefs. We get it now. The state, the feeling is everything. So now let's talk about the specific key, the one phrase that is designed to unlock that wealthy state and shift you instantly from wanting to having. So first, let's get clear on what doesn't work. The key is absolutely not saying, I want this. Because think about it. What are you really feeling when you say, I want? You're feeling the lack of it. You're basically telling the universe, hey, my dominant state is wanting, so please give me more of the experience of wanting. And it does. And it's also not saying, it's coming soon. This is such a common trap. You're just programming it to stay forever in the future. It's always on its way. It's always just around the corner. And that's exactly where it stays, just out of reach. So here it is. The phrase itself, it's 4 simple words in English. I have it now. That's it. Not I will have it, not I really hope I have it. It's a statement, a declaration of fact in the present moment. This phrase is engineered to completely bypass all the waiting and the hoping and drop you right into the state of the wish already fulfilled. Okay, so you have the words, but remember what we said. The words are just the spark plug. The real engine of creation, the #1 secret to making this actually work, is the feeling, the emotion you attach to those 4 little words. And Neville couldn't have been more direct about this. I mean, he literally wrote a book and called it Feeling is the Secret. So this isn't about mind-numbing repetition, saying, I have it now 1,000 times like a robot. No, it's about saying it maybe just once and truly letting the feeling of its truth just wash over your entire body. Here's a perfect way to understand this. Think about a time you remembered something really embarrassing or scary. What happens? Your heart starts to race, maybe you get a knot in your stomach. Your body physically reacts as if it's happening right now. Why? Because your subconscious doesn't know the difference between a real event and an imagined one, as long as the emotion is real. Well, guess what? This works the exact same way for good stuff, like wealth. When you generate the genuine feeling of having it, your subconscious goes, oh, okay, this is real now, and it gets to work. So what kind of feelings are we talking about? This isn't just some vague, generic happiness. No, you need to get specific. It's that deep, full-body sigh of relief you'd feel when you know all your bills are paid with ease. It's the warm joy of being able to be generous with people you love. It's that little thrill of looking at your bank account and seeing it full. It's the calm, the deep security of just knowing you're provided for. Those are the emotional signatures you're aiming for. Okay, so this is where we take it to the next level, because this isn't just a 5-minute meditation exercise you do and then forget about. The real goal here is to take that momentary feeling and make it your new normal, your new default state of being. It's about learning how to live from the end result, not just occasionally think about it. So how do you do that? Here's a really simple daily practice. First, in the morning, before your brain even has a chance to start worrying, just wake up and immediately feel gratitude, as if it's all already done. Then, during the day, anytime you feel that old worry or lack creeping in, use the phrase, I have it now, as an anchor. Just let it pull you right back to that feeling of calm abundance. And finally, at night, as you're drifting off to sleep, just bathe yourself in the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Marinate in it. Now, the key ingredient here is trust. It really is. Your only job is to maintain that inner feeling, that inner state. You have to act as if you are already that person. And you have to trust that the outside world, which is really just a mirror of what's inside, will eventually have no choice but to catch up and reflect this new reality back to you. There might be a little time lag, sure, but it will catch up. And all of this, it leads to the final and honestly the most important transformation of all. We're talking about a complete shift in your identity. It's about going from being a seeker of wealth to being an owner of wealth. And this contrast here says it all, doesn't it? On one side, you've got the seeker. They're always chasing, always hoping, always feeling that sense of lack. Their energy is frantic. But on the other side, you have the owner. They're calm, they're confident. Why? Because they know it's already theirs. They aren't hoping and wishing, they are proclaiming and receiving. And please, don't think this is just some abstract idea. This identity shift has tangible, real-world effects. I mean it. Your posture will change. You'll make decisions from a place of confidence and security, not from fear and desperation. And you'll suddenly start seeing opportunities that were there all along, but were just invisible to you because your mind wasn't tuned to the right frequency. So this really is the bottom line. You no longer chase wealth. You attract it by being it. The whole goal shifts. You stop chasing after money, and instead you embody the state of wealth so completely that money, opportunities, and abundance are just naturally and effortlessly drawn to you. You literally become a magnet for it. So there you have it. You now have the key, you have the phrase, you understand the feeling, and you see the path to shifting your entire identity. But what if I told you this goes even deeper? Neville called our sleep the workshop of creation. He taught that the emotional state you fall asleep in literally programs the events of your tomorrow. So the final question is, what if you could learn to use your sleep to reprogram your reality, literally overnight?